miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, it's Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 59 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watching that, Barney!
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
This is the running back, Powell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Detroit! Detroit!
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And it's a fumble into the Redskins. Have it they do. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, here's Smith. And this will be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. Let's dissect what the Jets have done so far this year before they take over again on offense. They're 1-3. Of course, that Week 1 win everyone was so excited about because they blew away the Lions, but 3 straight defeats since, Charles.
Yeah, and the tough part for them is how do you operate against good defensive fronts? Miami's got some talent there. The Cleveland Browns better across the defensive front than maybe they get credit for. And Jacksonville, we know, is loaded there. Hard to move the ball. They struggled against the Jaguars, just 178 total yards in the game, just 34 rush yards. So that means you got to throw it, and that means your rookie quarterback's under duress. He was sacked 3 times in the game.
And the result, only 12 points to Jacksonville's 31. And with the play clock counting down towards 0, Todd Bowles will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Powell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They run with Powell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And they are going for it. Darnold. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They run it here with Thompson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Smith. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Hey, you got 3. Hey, back up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On the carry, it's Cannon. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. From the end zone, here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From his end zone, 3rd and long for Darnold. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Leopard!
They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They begin with a carry for Powell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Darnold down to throw. Powell on the catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Smith going to throw again. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now. But he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. They start this with a run for Powell. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Powell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Set, fire, DD.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On first down, Smith. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
12. I said.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Not 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. After the interception, here's Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot here before break. Smith. Now he'll escape to his left. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
And the ball is knocked out into the Redskins. Have it they do. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half of their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Good list. Orange. Set. Line 80.
Now Smith. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey, on. Three down. Check. Hey, back up. Ice it out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st down, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that pressure gets to him again. Zach Brown in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Now it's Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.